can he cut him off? It's the only reason he locked him.
Can we? You can't cut someone off if you're in the lead, though. All right, let's make it happen. After 20-something episodes, we still struggle to do the intro.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. We need
Another
Sao
perfect
Paulo
weekend.
Grand Prix. Another
Yeah.
perfect weekend by our boy, Mr. Lando Norris, everyone.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Haters,
I don't know.
keep hating because it's just working.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
No
Yeah.
excuses.
You know, I think I saw something that said even if Oscar gets first for the next 4 races and Lando second, he can still win. So
Wow.
it's
insane.
pretty locked in at this point. I'm excited. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epic weekend. We saw some incredible driving from Lando. We saw some incredible driving from Verstappen. We
Yeah.
saw Bortoletto decide to turn his car into an airplane. It was a very jam-packed weekend.
Unpredictable weekend when it comes to San Paulo. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Freaking, it's wild. Like, shout out.
They were like,
yeah. Go ahead.
there were people saying that it was going to rain. We had someone at Sao Paulo giving us like updates real time.
Yeah.
It was
Bailey
insane.
in the New York City F1 chat that we have. You guys need to join. Scan a QR code at the end of the video. We'll probably add a link. But
Yeah.
she's over there giving us insights. Inside scoop into everything. The crash actually happened right in front of her. Which is crazy.
That's insane.
That's wild.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, as always, we can maybe start with how we watched the race, and then go through qualifying if that's what we want to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Where
It was a sprint weekend.
Sprint weekend?
Definitely, it was a sprint weekend. We watch it at the new location for right now, the new Stout location. Just
nice,
a few blocks away from the old Fela location, and it was actually a pretty incredible turnout. I'm not gonna lie, it was a whole bunch of people there.
A whole bunch of people, slowly but surely, and I think as people start to realize, like, okay, is this going to be the new spot? Then people just show up.
Yeah.
I think we're still in communication with the manager, Michaela. Shout out to Michaela. She's getting everything organized, trying to pitch it to them, sell it to them. I don't think they see it yet. I don't think they see the vision yet. Which is funny because like they were right next door to Fela all the time.
Yeah.
And they would get overflow of people going into their spot, but whatever. I guess new management. But I think right now they're only streaming the race. The race is not qualifying.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
so.
Little by little, baby steps.
Little by
Yeah.
little. It's a beautiful.
But overall,
space.
beautiful space, 3 floors. The food was good. The drinks were flowing. All of the F1 community showed up, and it was a very, very loud and packed bar. And that's all you can really ask for at the end of the day. So hopefully this continues to move forward and in the right direction, and we get more people to show up. And hopefully, Stout, if you're listening, we're here.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys now.
Yeah, let us know what we could do to help in any way.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I need to go there when I'm visiting. So
Yeah.
For Qatar.
You gotta take a visit.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will be here for that.
Yeah.
That's why the F1 crew get to meet you because everybody
Yeah,
gets
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
It'll be
Introduce
fun.
you to everybody. Yeah.
But
Awesome.
this weekend.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Quali sprint. What happened?
This whole weekend's just so odd. I mean, there was no rain. I don't think there was some before.
No.
Pretty much they got on track, but none while
It was
they
like
were.
morning and all that.
Yeah.
That's how like crazy everybody thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
nothing.
But was it FP1 where Bortoletto crashed before sprint qualifying, or was that before the main one?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it was the main qualifying, actually.
See.
Wasn't it?
No.
And it just sucks.
He did.
No.
No, I believe he
practice.
crashed during one of the
Oh,
practices.
it was practice.
And it was a fucking tough weekend for Bortoletto, man.
I know, man.
And especially after that video you sent me, man, of him crying and all that.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
But
Dude, he was distraught. after he crashed.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
saw him like he was crying to his grandma or something like that.
Which is,
His
it's just
whole
not
race.
even that. Like
Just-
he crashed, I believe, during practice. The car was messed up. They couldn't get it into sprint qualifying, and
That's right.
And then I know that there was a crash. I don't know if I'm mixing this up, but there was obviously the big one, right during the sprint race, and they couldn't get him
Yeah.
into qualifying, I believe, because that was just done. That car was done. But I believe there was another.
Yeah, that's
like,
exactly.
little
I
crash
think
that
that's what
happened
it
during
was.
practice, right?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
crashed during practice, and then missed that qualifying during the sprint races when he got the big crash. They weren't able to get it ready within a few hours. They were rebuilding a new car, essentially,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
with like 3 hours notice, and so
It was a
Yeah,
little
so-
odd because you saw them. He was like in the car, ready to go, and then I guess they just didn't have enough time for him to get out. So that sucked. I mean, but the fucking mechanics need to put this car back together in a certain amount of hours. Like,
yeah,
it's
no, I don't blame
impossible.
him. Yeah,
With a big crash like that, if I was there, I would have grabbed a couple pieces of the car.
Yeah, seriously.
But I'm happy he's okay
Um,
though. It was a big one. It was a really bad one. Like
His
Yeah.
time will come. His time will come where he can show up for Brazil. Thankfully, it seems like the people in Brazil and his fans seem to still be by his side and
Yeah.
support him. But
it was definitely a tough weekend for Bortoletto, and I think for both of the fan favorites for that weekend. I mean, Lewis and Bortoletto, the Ferrari
Yeah.
stuff. We'll get into that later, but
yeah,
I had to rep Ferrari today.
Yeah.
yeah,
R.I.P. You know?
yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting right
Yeah.
now.
yeah. It's
Yeah, exactly. There's a
unfortunate.
lot of controversy happening around Ferrari right now, but
Yeah.
let's go into so the sprint race, right?
Yeah,
Lando Norris, man, fucking
I mean,
flawless weekend.
All weekend.
All weekend,
Another
yeah.
perfect weekend, like we said
Yeah.
last time. Absolute perfect. There was no rain to give him an excuse. The kid just showed up and he fucking was just flying
On
by
it.
everyone.
on it the entire time.
Yeah. Kimi Antonelli.
Championship vibes he was giving. He was
Yeah.
giving champion.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
Think
I
that,
agree.
I don't know what I was more shocked about, seeing Kimmy up there with him as like second the entire time,
Yeah.
or to see Oscar crash out during the sprint
I
and
know.
Yeah.
and just extend that gap to Lando. That
Yeah.
it was a crazy way to start the weekend. Just to,
Yeah.
um,
Ollie too though. Ollie was
yeah.
he was up there too for sprint. I think he was, upwards of like P4 or P5 at one point if I remember correctly, but Ollie's out of nowhere.
Ollie Behrman finished during the sprint race. You're asking, or you mean during
I
qualifying?
remember him qualifying pretty high or was up there
Yeah.
at some point, but he
So-
was doing incredible.
Yeah, Ollie Behrman was doing really, really well during this. He started on a sprint. He started P15, ended P12 on the sprint, but there was some adjustments that were made after, because again, Parc Fermé rules are
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah.
are off, and then everybody could kind of adjust a car. So he did really well during like the actual qualifying.
qualifying.
Quali, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I
Actual
remember. Yeah,
qualifying
yeah.
is where he did really well.
Yeah.
So we had actually during the sprint race, like it was Lando, Kimi Antonelli, and George Russell, and Max P4, Charles Leclerc P5, and we had 3 DNFs. We had Gabriel Bortoletto,
Yeah.
Oscar Piastri, and Franco Colapinto. So 3 DNFs. Fucking Oscar, I don't know what the hell's going on with him, but he just
yeah,
lost it. But it just goes to show, just like you're tired a little on the curve,
Just a bit.
the white line,
Just a little
just a
bit.
tiny bit.
and it's just like you're going off.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Lando went deep into the curb too, from what I saw, and kicked up a bunch of water on there.
Yeah, I
and,
saw that.
Well, maybe strategic.
But-
On
yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Max would have done it.
Exactly.
Fucking Max.
Oh,
I don't know.
my
When you
goodness.
think that it's over for him, he pulls off the most insane comeback. It's
Well, here's the thing. Quali happens. Regular quali happens.
yeah, it's qualifying.
And he doesn't. He doesn't even make it to Q2.
Q2.
And all I could see is his dad. I guess his name is Jos Verstappen. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can just see his dad and his face just walk around the back, and all I could imagine is his dad be like, "Get over here, get over here right now, yelling at him.
Oh god.
How dare you? Like I'm so afraid of that dude.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I would. It was just a little scary to see
yeah.
his reaction during quali, but it
Well,
didn't phase
'cause
Max, as we know.
yeah. Well, this was the first time Max was out in Q1 by just pure pace.
Yeah.
Everything else has been with rain or some other crashes or the car kicked out or whatever. But
Yeah.
no,
They
Red Bull just like fucked with his setup way
yeah,
too
they did.
much, and
They messed up. They
um,
messed up his setup for sure.
which is part of the difficulty of a sprint weekend. You don't have any real good time to
Or
figure this shit out. But
or it was
Yeah.
strategic and they knew what they were doing. And
for,
they were, that's one hell of a
for
fucking
what?
plan, but it worked out great.
I mean,
Ah,
how do you plan for that? You can't plan for that.
no,
You
I
can't plan
I
for
don't
someone to
think
fucking come back from pit lane to fourth or third.
they. Yeah,
Like,
but
how do you plan for that?
But it could have. I don't know why they bought. Yeah, I don't know. We're
Yeah,
getting into the
yeah,
main
yeah, I
race
know.
and
So,
stuff.
all right, so
But,
we're
like-
getting into the whole thing.
Yeah,
Let's quickly go over what the qualifying grid start.
qualifying. Yeah,
Lando put in a really great lap. I think this was the closest the top 10 has been all season
wow, yeah,
in terms of timing. But we had Lando Norris and Kimi Antonelli. I think Kimi Antonelli P2, Charles, fucking Charles Leclerc P3, Oscar
God.
P4, Isaac 5, George Russell 6, Liam 7, some fucking Liam Lawson. I don't know how he made it
Yeah.
up there. Ollie Behrman qualified P8 then, but he was doing
Yeah.
great, man. And then I just couldn't put it
Was.
together that last Q3.
Yeah.
Ollie Behrman P8, Pierre Gasly P9, and then Nico Hulkenberg P10.
Hmm.
yeah.
So
I love that the top of the grid now is just looking
It's
so
colorful.
colorful.
It's
Yeah.
So
yeah,
colorful. It's so great. I love
Absolutely.
seeing it.
it's awesome.
Which means that when Audi comes in, I think they're gonna come in guns blazing, man. I really do.
God,
God,
think
I hope
that.
so.
I do think that. I think with just, I mean, Adrian Newey goes over, not Adrian Newey, but Kick just out of nowhere, just immediately starting to get like results and are just
Yeah.
actually fucking performing, and I'm so excited to see that. So
Yeah,
excited.
I hope they're able to continue it. I think Bortoletto and Nico both deserve a fucking competitive car.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the guy
What?
that's running the team for Kick was from Red
it's
Bull.
Ferrari.
Yeah, that's right.
He
That's
was
right.
from Red Bull. I believe he came from Red Bull.
Is the team principal from Ferrari?
No, the team.
That-
I don't think he's the team principal. I call him Ratatouille. The guy.
Yeah.
You know, you know, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Italian guy. I know who you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I don't think he's team principal. He's gonna be helping, but I don't think that's his position. I think
I
he's
see.
just
I see.
right beneath a team principal. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Fact
yeah.
check us, please. But I know the guy came from Red Bull, I believe.
I
forget
see.
his name,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it seemed like Red Bull just fucking falling apart until this guy came back. I mean, until this guy took over.
Yep.
Puerto Rican.
see.
Yeah.
Or Anthony.
But
I think the race, it got a little crazy.
yeah.
He did.
I mean, first of all, Antonelli P2. What the hell happened there?
Yeah,
Like,
that was
how
amazing.
is he able to do that? It just comes out of nowhere.
That was
And,
amazing.
Um,
He's putting in a fight for his Rookie of the Year contention.
yeah. No,
He's really not letting this go without a
For
fight,
sure.
man, because this could be close.
I think
Our rookie of the year. by the way.
yeah, halfway through, I think I was between Antonelli and Hadjar, but Antonelli pulling off this, I think, he's up there.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any.
It's like going back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he drove a great race. Like, he kept it cool. He did
Yeah.
what he was supposed to do. He defended
except,
when
except
he
for that
needed-
one part. But yeah,
I mean, that was Oscar's fault, 100%.
I don't agree with that
That
at
was
all.
100% Oscar's
Whoa.
I don't agree
Wait,
with
what do you
that
mean you don't
at
agree?
all.
You don't agree it was Oscar's fault?
I don't think it was all Oscar's fault. I don't think Oscar deserved that 10-second penalty at all.
Ooh.
I think
Ooh.
Kimi had plenty of room to
It wasn't
Yeah.
Oscar's corner. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but
Oscar's
that's
corner
a
for him to
BS
take.
rule. What else is he
No,
supposed to do?
back the fuck
He's
off.
going
You're
into the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
No,
but he locked
I
up for like a
he
whole fucking
he
50 feet.
yeah, he
he
locked up
even
because Kimmy cut him off.
no,
It's
Kimmy
the
did
only
not
reason
cut
he
him
locked
off.
him.
Kimmy,
He locked.
you can't cut someone off if you're in the lead though.
I know.
No,
That is,
but no, you can't. This
watch
is
it again. I'm telling you.
no.
Way back. Oscar
There's
was
no
pulling up
need.
on him,
Go,
and
hold on,
then
hold on, one at a
backed off.
time.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
Matthew, you go first. You
Yeah,
go
no,
first.
I just don't. I don't, and you can tell because Leclerc went out wide, assuming that obviously Kimmy and
Okay.
Oscar were there. But when you look at the picture, yes, the whole who's ahead at the apex, whatever is one thing, but like Oscar, the only reason he locked up was because Kimmy Antonelli was cutting that corner way too short, and even
That,
even
that
then, I don't think it was enough to give Oscar a 10-second penalty. It was not all his fault. I think maybe he went in too hard. Maybe I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see when you look at the gap
Yeah.
between Kimmy and Charles, and you're gonna say that like Kimmy had nothing else to do there, but like I don't know. It was ridiculous.
I think Oscar thought that he was gonna take him on the straight. They decided to realize, oh shit, I'm not faster than the Mercedes right now. He literally let off the gas, braked later than he would. I looked at the data,
Yeah.
and the way
Yeah.
Oscar was braking was very like inconsistent with the way Kimmy was braking into that corner. On top of that, Oscar, that wasn't his corner. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's my opinion. I feel like a lot of people agree. He backed off, and then he just decided to go and then braked a little too late. He went in there way too hot, especially knowing that there's a bank. There's a
Yeah.
slight bank going into turn one, which I think also helped. Well, it resulted in that lock that he had, and then he bumped into Kimmy. Anybody else, honestly, wouldn't have committed. I don't think anybody would have committed as much. And you know what? I fucking commend Kimmy for holding that line because he's not just gonna like back off. Like he's not gonna just
Right.
give the play stuff.
No,
Like,
I get
shouldn't
that.
have been there. That's my thoughts. And it's unfortunate because the memes are hilarious for Kimmy and George, but it's an unfortunate result for
Yeah.
Leclerc because he is just a passenger in
Yep.
something that he shouldn't. It sucks. It's like it brings me back to Ben. You called it during the United States Grand Prix. Oscar did the same shit.
So, yeah, he did some wild move.
did some
He's
wild
driving to me, very desperately, and
Well, of course, yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
But I am curious to hear Jolyon Palmer's breakdown of that because I don't know if he's put it out yet.
I
It's
think
usually on F1 TV. I'd be
Yeah.
curious to know because he really goes into the weeds of it. And
Yeah.
he does a great job of breaking it down.
Listen, I
Because
can agree
for
that
me,
just-
I'm thinking Oscar shouldn't have done it.
I just
Yeah.
think this whole head at the apex and whatnot rule. I think it just and Max has taken advantage of this so much because had Oscar not let up, like you said, Mark, and was able to actually get ahead at the
He wouldn't
apex,
have
even if
made
he
that
even if he
corner.
no, I know, but even if he wasn't going to make the corner, if all we're looking at is just who was ahead at the apex, like he could have gotten there, and it would have been a terrible corner. But then would we have just switched the blame over to Kimmy because of that one little? I think that's why it's just weird because the gap I think was reasonable. I think it wasn't absurd for him to go for it. In the
It was
end,
weird,
I
too.
don't think it was warranted for a 10-second penalty. I think
Maybe
Well,
not a 10-second penalty,
especially
but definitely a penalty.
yeah.
But
FIA just don't give a shit, man. They're just throwing penalties everywhere. Anyhow, doesn't matter. They don't care. They're just giving everyone the business.
it's
and
another
know.
thing.
Sucks.
I'll
It's another
rewatch it.
thing that Oscar should know. You're going 3 cars into into turn one in Brazil on
After a
the 10.
safety car reset too. It's like crazy.
I
Yeah.
know, it's wild, and it's just like you said, Ben. It's like either you're racing angry or you're racing desperate or something, and you're just like not. I feel like a lot of drivers were just off this weekend, as we know, but
Yeah.
outside of like Lando and Kimi and obviously Max. But it's unfortunate what happened to Charles because he didn't deserve to get the DNF, and
No.
he was just a passenger
I mean,
for a
Lewis got
mistake.
screwed too.
I know. That's a whole other freaking thing. Just
Although,
Ferrari in general, we need to just talk about after. But yeah, I know that's a huge controversy around the Oscar Kimi incident, turn one. But I fully agree. I even said it when it happened. That's a penalty. He shouldn't have been there. That's very ballsy of him to do that. I don't think it made sense. Even if Kimmy wasn't even in the way, you don't enter that corner.
There's no need for
There's no
that.
need for that. Yeah.
There's so many overtaking opportunities in Brazil.
I mean, that's one of them.
Specifically when it comes to, yeah, but I mean, he could have just done it after a couple more laps.
Yeah.
It was just a necessary call. I mean, I guess in the heat of the moment, you got to make a decision, and you
yeah,
just got to make that decision.
Yeah.
Go with it.
No heroics into
Yeah.
turn one.
yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah.
But I guess we had to agree to disagree, Matthew, on that one.
yeah.
Agree to
No,
disagree. Rewatch
see.
it. We'll listen to Jolien
Watch
Palmer, and
Jolene,
he is
yep.
the source of truth.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I mean, yeah. Well, let's talk about Ferrari because the double DNF weekend, which I think is the second time that's happened this season, if not more than that.
Yeah,
It's not good, man.
It's not.
Things are looking really grim at Ferrari, and I don't know what else to do or say.
well,
about it.
I don't know what they do about this. They have the drivers there that are capable of doing it and actually being successful. Um,
And
But,
I agree. I think I think I think there's something more going on behind closed doors just from Ferrari
sure.
in general. Like for sure. Like there's no way that you have one of the chairman or the president saying that we have drivers that need to talk less and drive more or something.
Yeah,
Yes, I
that's
saw
what I
that.
heard,
That's
And
nah, bro. That's messed up.
both Lewis and Charles kind of
Did,
responds back with a post about unity and being together, like kind of thing. And it's just like I feel like that is kind of giving us a glimpse into internally there's something going on.
yeah,
I think kind of going back to the conversation we had a couple episodes ago, it's like Ferrari's its worst enemy because it's just
yeah,
are they allowing Fred to do and make the changes and provide the like Lewis has been providing feedback and the same with Charles too. But I was like, I don't know who's the one that makes that ultimate decision, because it just seems like the way they operate that team is so different from the rest.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Weird.
Jensen Button responded to that post, said something about that guy should lead by example with the
Yeah.
talking less and doing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
He has a set on him for him to say something like that. That's
But
ridiculous.
and just Ferrari in general, though. We've mentioned this earlier in the season too, but just they don't have the fire there. I don't know what it is, or who's to blame for it, but I think what it's gonna take for Ferrari to actually step it up is for them to lose Lewis and to lose Charles, and that's what's gonna happen. And I think it's gonna happen sooner than we think.
And Charles, think about it. He signed multi-year contract with them.
Yep.
And they have not
Haven't done anything.
provided the results that he's expecting, especially to win a driver's champion, while he sees guys that he grew up racing, Max, win 4 titles. Lando now, probably going to be our next world champion.
Probably, yeah.
And he is there still struggling with Ferrari. I don't think it's Fred Vasseur's fault. I have a feeling the structure is different, and the way they operate comes from like an ego perspective kind of thing.
I agree.
Yeah,
I was gonna
of
say, I
course.
think they need a taste of some humble pie, man. I really do think that.
And it's not the team; it's the higher ups that.
Yeah, I agree.
They need another I don't know. They need something because they haven't been, they had Alonso. They didn't get
Yep.
him a title win. They had Sebastian. They didn't get him a title win. Now they have Leclerc and a
And
seven-time
Lewis.
world champion, Lewis
Yep.
Hamilton, and they still struggling to get their drivers a fucking championship with that. And you know what's another thing I was reading or listening to that some guy, I forget his name, but he made a really great point. Somebody made a really great point. I saw something that Ferrari operates in a gray area of performance with the rules. But when the FIA cracks down on those gray areas, they fall apart.
Mm.
Well, look what happened with China, right? They get
Oh,
they
yeah.
get the plank. The moment they adjust it, they're not even in contention for winning the actual race. But Lewis
Yeah.
wins the sprint, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that seems to be 2020. There was like this behind closed doors settlement that happened with the FIA and Ferrari that nobody really knows because they got caught cheating. Everybody knew.
Huh.
They were
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
like, the way with the fuel load,
Oh,
and then
yeah, I
out
heard
of
about that.
nowhere, performance drastically dipped.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there is something going on that like it's like they're operating instead of like trying to build on momentum and performance. It's like they focus on the gray area where they could like extract performance
Yeah.
from like let's
Right.
bend the rules here and hopefully we don't get caught, because
What
it
I'm
really is
hearing,
a on it.
what I'm
Um,
hearing right now is that Ferrari needs to step down off their high horse, pun intended,
yeah.
Yeah.
and they need to like really reconsider what's going on. And the only silver lining right now that's happening is that we have new regulations come 2026.
Yes.
So I think that Ferrari has completely given up. I think there's nothing that they're going to do moving forward. Everything is going to be focused on 2026 and whatever that brings.
Mm-hmm.
But after next year, I mean, we are going to see, I think, a lot of big changes and a lot of more transparency in terms of the drivers deciding on whether or not they're going to be leaving, because that's going to really
Yeah.
be a telltale sign
Yeah.
on whether or not this shit is going to continue or we're actually going to move in the right
Yeah.
direction.
They
Yep.
need
So-
a complete structure from the top down. They need like some real like drastic radical change within the culture,
They
within
do.
everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they need Christian Horner to step in and
Yeah.
take over.
They need to they need to preserve the Ferrari like culture, and they need to maybe also take a look into themselves and like y'all ain't all the shit that you think you are, because right
Right.
now y'all are sucking. So
Yeah.
y'all need to do something
I
different.
mean,
because
they're winning at other series like the WEC, like they
Right.
got the championship there. But again, like people think of Ferrari, they think of Formula One. It's the pinnacle of racing. It's like guys, like
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit that you guys are winning all these other championships from all these other series. Nobody cares. People care
No.
about Formula
Not
One.
when
They
you
make
not when you
fucking
have Charles and Lewis on your team
Yeah,
that you are
exactly.
just completely fumbling and
Now,
Yeah.
now they're in fourth place behind Red Bull. Well, behind Max. Fucking
Jesus
oh, Max. But
Christ.
it's like,
behind Max Bull.
yeah, seriously. And Mercedes right now is in the second for constructors, and we have Red Bull third and Ferrari fourth right now, which is
Yeah,
it's like what the fuck, man? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I had to rep the Ferrari hat today for this guy coming at our boys. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
yeah,
bro, what are you doing, man? It's like
it's absurd.
I don't know. I wish I could be a fly on the wall just to see what's going on, because I feel like Charles, Fred, and Lewis are all going through the motions over there with something's going on.
Yeah.
And you know what? At this point, I feel like Charles needs to find another fucking team for sure.
Yeah.
And I think 2026 is going to be the deal breaker for him if they don't perform.
I agree.
No, I think it'll be for both of
2027
them.
is gonna look nice. 27 is gonna
Yeah.
look very interesting, or at least some conversations moving forward.
Yeah.
Is gonna be
And
very
one
interesting.
last thing before we wrap up the Ferrari talk, Fred has brought that team back. I don't care what anybody says. That team was not winning shit at all years ago, and they were second in the constructors last year. And there was a lot of progression with Fred being there. I don't know exactly what happened this year, but I don't think it's a. I think Fred is a really, really good team principal. He seems to be about his shit. Like, just like, let's just
Right.
fucking focus on results. He's very like he doesn't really express emotions like that. He's very like in the middle with everything. And I feel like there's something else going on behind closed doors that they're like, why was there all these rumors about Fred being gone and then everybody all of a sudden backing him? Like Lewis backs
Right.
it. Charles Leclerc posted the recent
Yeah.
post with a photo of him. Like, allow this guy to do his job, and I feel like you guys could win championships again.
Yeah.
And allow
Unfortunately, I
Lewis,
think Fred.
allow Charles to
Yeah.
provide the feedback and take the fucking feedback and
Yeah.
help develop the damn car. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Unfortunately, I think Fred's the first one to. He's going to be the one where people
Yeah.
point fingers, man. It's coming from
Yeah.
the top, and then you have the drivers in the bottom. He's the one who's going to take the brunt of it all, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, he's going to be painted as the bad guy. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the one that's the easiest to just kind of let go and then just get somebody
yeah.
into that same place. But
Right.
we'll see. Only time will tell. I feel for you, Ferrari fans. I love Charles. It's my favorite driver. But
Seriously.
damn.
Yeah, it's a tough
But
weekend
damn.
for Ferrari for sure.
It's rough.
Like, at some point, like, all the Ferrari fans just gave up watching the fucking...
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, it's such a shit season for Lewis, man. Like, like, not only do you have an incident, but then it's like, I feel like I don't know, he accidentally like
Yeah,
hit
he made a
the back
mistake.
of-
Yeah.
made a mistake, and that's not like him. And then on top of that, to get a fucking 5-second penalty, and then at that point the car was just done. It's just like
It was
this-
just done.
Yeah, it was too much damage. Yeah.
yeah, that, and just like might as well just reserve the energy of the engine and just like retire the car, because
Yeah.
there's nothing you could really do to recover from this anyway. So that's why for anybody in Brazil that are Bortoleto and Lewis fans, it's like it was a tough weekend for those people. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two home favorites.
Well, I tell you who had an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
Mr. Maximilian Verstappen.
Never
Verstappen.
thought about
What an incredible fucking human being he is. He is abnormal. He does not belong on this earth. He is a foreign fucking, like, he is just incredible. I've never seen anyone in any sport do the shit that he does comparatively.
It's
It's
crazy.
just fucking wild. I
Pure
can't believe it.
pace from the pit lane to third is unbelievable. And I will argue
No rain,
from,
no nothing.
from the pit lane to first, where I
Yeah.
honestly believe he should have been had Red Bull not just decided to throw it away for whatever reason.
I think he had
No, he got a puncture.
he had a puncture, a small.
I found that out afterwards.
No, what do you mean?
Yeah.
When he
Remember
was
that
in
time that
first?
they pitted him? Well, remember when they pitted him randomly? And we were like,
Well,
why is he...
no,
why is
he pitted at the start when he was on hards because he had a puncture, and that brought him all the way back to the end.
Okay.
But he switched to mediums that got him into first when Lando had pitted behind him and everyone else had pitted behind him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they
He
pitted him again onto the
he
softs.
pitted really, really early because I think the puncture thing. I don't know if the puncture was on the mediums.
Puncture was on the hards.
on the hards, right? The hards were
Yes.
shit that weekend.
Yes, which
he
was
couldn't-
lucky for him because
Yeah.
he got like 2 laps in and then had to swap him out
Yeah, like
for
9
free
laps in,
essentially
yeah.
with the safety car.
And then he went to the mediums, but the mediums can only get you so far.
Yeah,
It was 72 laps.
Hold on, I thought he got the puncture on the mediums.
I thought so
No.
too. Wait, hold on, let me see.
no, he was. I think
He swapped.
He
for
swapped
the
early.
safety car from hard. Yes. And then he got a puncture later on in the race, and I remember him pitting for like a random reason. I was even talking to Mark. I was like, "Why are they pitting him right now? It don't make no sense." And at the bar, you can't really hear shit. So I guess they'd mentioned that he got a puncture at some point.
yeah. I don't think, from what I know, I don't think there was anything. That second pit stop on the mediums. I think Lawson went like 50 something laps on a medium, and
Damn.
was able to get. I think he ended up 7th, and so
Okay, so he had a left rear tire puncture, which was the hard compound. So it was
Yeah.
early in the race. However,
Okay.
he went from he went from hards to mediums. No, did he go
Mediums.
hards?
It's
Yeah,
hard
hards
to
to medium.
mediums.
Yeah.
But those mediums wouldn't have taken him to the
But
whole race.
it's not
Maybe.
even about that. I don't think he necessarily could have held Lando back, but I think he could have gotten at least second on there and at least
Yeah.
put some pressure on Lando being ahead of him. I mean, Max and Lando fighting, we've seen how that went last year and how
Uh,
difficult that is for Lando to kind of deal with. And um, that second pit stop at the end was just odd to me. He switched back to the softs and pushed his way up to third, which was again, I mean, only Max could do that. But
Yeah.
man, I just wish they would have kept it out on there.
I know.
I think it would have been possible. I really do.
Incredible drive.
Yeah,
I can't
I
even
mean,
understand it.
for the position that he was in, the puncture, I feel like if he would have kept going with them hards, he would have probably won. But
Yeah.
I think it was just a matter of like these mediums are only going to take you so far, and we're going to have to pit again. So three times essentially. But it was a two-stop. It was a two-stop race.
It's a two stop.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, just with all that, but again, I think Ruth mentioned this too right before the race that sometimes it's strategic and sometimes it's to your advantage and for certain tracks
Yeah.
to start from the pit lane. And for anybody that doesn't know the rules,
Interesting.
he not only did they change his setup, but he also had an engine swap. So he had a brand new engine coming into this race, and this is I think his last, obviously the last one.
Sure.
So
Right.
he had a fresh engine coming in. So it was like, in a way, it was like strategic, and then to his benefit that they did that, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, because rather get that done now, so that way you're fucking flying.
Give him
during
everything,
Vegas
yeah.
and Qatar and Abu Dhabi. You
Yeah.
know, so get it done now. You're already P16. You know what? We fucked up. Let's just change up everything. Let's get you a brand new engine. Might as well just start from the pit lane. It's it's the this weekend anything could happen. There could be yellow flags, so it could be in our we might as well just go for it.
Right. But again, and that's why it feels so weird for me, is because it seemed like they were doing everything they could to give him a chance to stay in the championship fight. And
He's not
that second
Yeah.
second pit at the end was weird. I don't think he had anything to lose by staying out. I mean, but
listen.
he's I don't yeah, I mean, for how great of a drive it was, I think it's pretty set that he's not going to be championship or champion this year.
He's still technically in it, but a
Yeah.
lot needs to happen in order
Yeah,
for
a
that
lot
to
needs to
happen. And I mean,
I think two DNFs from both
Yeah.
Max and Oscar, or Orlando and Oscar. So.
yeah, it is significant gap, but I mean, it's still. I think Vegas is definitely gonna be the race to tell us if Max is out completely.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we'll see what happens at that point. But I mean, I always say if this is any season for him to win a championship, it's this season, because he's been driving his ass off and pulling the craziest comebacks, as we all
Can't believe it.
see. Yeah. So
Lando keeps these perfect weekends up, then we'll see.
Yeah.
seriously. But
Next race is Vegas, though, right?
next race is Vegas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a special one.
That is gonna be.
That is gonna be a special one.
Yeah. It's gonna
I
be
have
really
I have my chips here. Just
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool. But before we even talk about the next race, is there anything else that we missed that you could think of? I mean, what we had. So the race results quickly was and pull them up real quick. We had, we can't not talk about Kimi Antonelli and
Yeah.
Mercedes as well.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible
I gotta give-
defending towards the end. He did
Yeah,
great.
all the rookies did really well. Honestly,
Yeah.
Kimi
Yeah.
P2.
Except for Bortoletto.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Ollie
Yeah.
Behrman P6, Liam Lawson P7, Isaac P8. You know, like these were pretty good results, and you know, as we know, there were 3 DNFs, unfortunately for Bortolato. But you know, I'm happy. I was happy with a Kimi P2, man. That was awesome because
Yeah.
that was a well deserved, really well driven weekend, and you know he did well during the sprint. He did well during sprint qualifying. He did really good during qualifying. Like he was really, 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 really good this weekend.
Yeah,
And
and I saw some emotion from Toto also this weekend.
hell
Yeah.
They
yeah,
they panned to him a few times, and he showed a little emotion, which is fantastic. He's a little. I'm sure he's fucking excited that his little protege is doing exactly what he would hope
no,
that he
I
would
think he
do.
was I think he was crying because of Max.
Yeah, right.
Like that's gonna be my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
I
Just lurking
cannot
in the
wait.
It's
background.
gonna happen. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
that would
Kimmy and
be.
Max team.
You saw the Kimi and Max like bromance that happened right after too. Like it was
Oh
like
Yeah.
god,
Max
it was
having
after
a
and
little.
before, during like right before when they were like doing the whole thing with Vettel and his whole like forest
Yeah,
thing.
you
It was
know
Yeah.
it's so
funny.
funny because everybody sees Max as this like boogeyman or like really aggressive like hothead, which he definitely is when he's on the track. But there's something about his relationship with Kimmy that I just find really interesting because even when Kimmy knocked him out of the race during
Oh yeah.
Austria, he
Yeah,
just said, "It's okay, man. It's all good." He just slowly
Yeah.
patted him on the back, and it just seems like it's like
Yeah.
he has a soft
I'm,
spot for Kimmy
I'm, t-
Antonelli. It's like
Oh,
really
he's
funny.
been there.
telling you, 2027 is gonna be a very interesting year, man. It's gonna be
Yeah,
an interesting year,
it is.
and I think we're gonna see a lot of swaps.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we will. We will. And I mean, driver of the day, I think Max, 100%.
Max, man,
For
he's
sure.
just an absolute savage.
Yeah,
For
100%
sure.
Max.
Absolute savage.
Shout out to
I
Lando.
always want to mention the trophy. The trophy was kind of fire.
The
I'm
The
not gonna
trophy
trophy
lie.
was
I
awesome.
believe it was
I
like a
It
loved
was
it.
really dope.
rum.
Yeah,
Shit
I
was
believe it was,
huge.
yeah.
yeah. At
It
some
was.
point, we'll need to do like we need to rank the
Thanks.
trophies from like how they
Oh,
do the S tiers,
yeah, hell
A,
yeah.
B,
Yeah,
T,
yeah,
C.
yeah, yeah.
Let's do
Absolutely.
that.
Whether on
We're gonna have
Instagram
to
or
rank the
somewhere, we're going to do
trophies.
that.
Yeah, for
Because
Yeah.
sure.
I got a lot to say about a lot of these fucking trophies this season. So,
Yeah, yeah.
like, let's get more of these trophies. Like this one from this weekend, the fucking United States Grand Prix trophy was absolutely the best of the
Fire.
season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
But
see. We'll ask the people, see what they
yeah,
think.
for
I want to know
sure.
what people got to say about Lando winning now. What's the excuse now?
This is
What's
two
Oh
weekends
yeah.
in a row.
is it
Two
2 weekends
perfect
ago?
weekends in a row, y'all. Come on.
Yeah,
What is it? Tell
Yeah.
me.
yeah. Tell
Yeah.
us.
Because all I
Dude,
hear
people
is
were still
wah wah
booing him
wah wah
there
wah wah.
too
It's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
crazy
podium.
because even at the bar, I'm like, oh, you're not Oscar, but it's like, well, all right, why don't you like Lando? They
Oh,
can't do
if
it.
this and
They-
if he had a car and if he had the same car and
Yeah.
if this and if that, like y'all are just
Coming up with excuses all
coping.
the time.
excuses.
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
Excuses.
We were
You
on
know who you
Lando's
are.
That's
ass.
on Oscars earlier. That's what they
We
did.
were on Lando's ass in the beginning of the season. We were fucking criticizing him as much as we were criticizing Oscar right now. And Oscar is fucking choking this championship really bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
No,
I
earlier.
called it and I said it, these next weekends, these next couple of races don't fit Oscar at all in his driving and these tracks.
Yeah.
And I think Lando has shown that he's the better driver, honestly. Pace wise, all that experience, being able to he's been with McLaren for a while, and I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people are on I don't know, something about they come into the sport and they watch Drive to Survive, right? They don't see any of the bullshit that Lando went through when he first
Yeah.
joined McLaren and having to help build this team up and the struggles of almost winning and never winning a race at all and seeing people that just joined the grid winning races before him. People used to call him Lando no wins. Like, remember that whole thing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then last year, it just changed, and McLaren has just been on top since. But
That's it, man.
they don't see that. They don't see
Yeah.
the struggle. They see Lando's been with the team for a while. He's a nepo baby, right? They see Oscar coming in, being the underdog, not knowing that Lando is actually the fucking underdog when it comes to who's fighting for the championship right now.
What's the
But anyways, so that's my little rant. again on the Lando thing, and I'm just gonna keep repeating it. And when he
Just let
wins
us know in the
championship,
comments. Let me
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Tell me why, because I still haven't received one valid excuse, and I'll continue to ask until it's fucking given to me.
exactly.
So yeah, that's it. I want to do predictions for Vegas.
Yeah, let's talk about Vegas. Well, yeah. So right now we have just quickly, drivers championship. We have Lando, Oscar, and Max. George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Antonelli's P7 in the drivers championship. That's actually really good. Alexander Albon, Nico Hülkenberg P9, interesting. Isaac Hajar, top 10 right there. Um, the gap is growing. You know, championship could be decided in the next two races or
Oh yeah,
Vegas. At least we know like what you know. Let's see what happens if Max is still in contention or not. But Vegas, oof, it's gonna be an interesting one. I think it's gonna be a Max P1. I think Max is gonna take it. It's gonna be Lando and George Russell. George does well in Vegas, and that's my predictions. Max for
yeah,
sure because he has that new engine, and he's pretty strong in
yeah.
Vegas too.
I think Lando is gonna ride this high, man. This is already 2 weekends in a row where he 2 races in a row where he absolutely dominates, and he's gonna walk in like my shit don't stink and get out my way. And I
Yeah.
think he's gonna continue to perform. So I think him P1. I think George P2, Max P3.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's
All
see.
right.
Matthew probably add his at some point, but
Yeah.
um, I guess we're gonna wrap it up then.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up until next time.
Until
We have
next
some
time.
special things lined up,
Yeah.
and look out for that.
Yep. I'll see you guys. Take care. Like,
Cool.
subscribe,
Peace.
comment below. Bye.
Bye.